Look at that.
Wikipedia. Super sick. Appreciate it.
You got it, guys.
All right, man.
You got
Thanks
it.
for staying.
Man, always
again,
good.
man.
Always. Thank you, guys. Keep doing
All right,
it. Great
buddy.
job.
Take
You guys
care.
got it.
Go Cardinals.
I had no idea you were a football expert as well. Very
Yeah, who knew?
A jack of all trades.
Yeah.
And a master of nothing.
DJ Super Snake in the house. That was great. 602-685-3017, guys. We still want to hear from you. We got about 15 minutes left in the show. Shane Dale joins us again. Now, real quick, just because, I mean, we've talked about it already, it's QB battle, but I want to show you just how lopsided these numbers really are. Throw these numbers up there, guys. Colin Kaepernick, 9 for 19 for 67 yards. And just so lopsided. 4 picks to Palmer's 20 for 32, 311 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kaepernick's QB rating after 3 weeks, 16.7 to Palmer's 102.5.
Yeah, Kaepernick looks lost. You know, they're so intent, the 49ers are, of establishing this physical presence, right? He wants their new coach, just wants to dominate the line of scrimmage. He wants them tough. He wants them hitting people on every play. Fine. But I don't. That's great to have as an identity, but you still have to score points, especially in the NFC West. So they are a complete non-factor. I mean, this is great. I mean, if they stay with him as coach, they're irrelevant for another 3-4 years. It's like having Singletary all over again.
It's just so hard to believe, though, because it was not that long ago they're NFC champions and they've got a shot to win a Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick. It just goes to show how much a head coach.
That's one of the reasons why I thought Sunday's game was going to be closer, because Colin Kaepernick was 4-1 against the Cardinals, and the 49ers had won 10 of their last 12. I thought maybe it was one of those things where, you know, like UCLA and U of A. UCLA has U of A's number. We saw that on Saturday. Maybe the 49ers would give us kind of the same thing. But Kaepernick definitely aided the Cardinals secondary a little bit by throwing some bad passes. But Tyrann Mathieu, man, all over the field on Sunday. He's just fantastic. And he's just, I mean, just on a personal and professional level, he's just stepped things up so much.
You know, they thought they were going to get Kaepernick comfortable, get him back in that pistol formation, like he used to run at Nevada. And nothing was working yesterday. But the Cardinals, man, they were putting so much pressure on him.
Uncomfortable?
So uncomfortable. They were showing him fronts and looks and blitzes and things that he hadn't seen. And, you know, you got to give the Cardinals coaching staff really a lot of credit. I mean, they have baffled, 3 straight opposing offenses. They've come at him, very, very aggressive. You were wondering what would Betcher's style be, and it's similar to Bowles. A lot of attacking blitzes and just, wreaking havoc out there on the field.
Let me jump in real quick here. Bruce Arians mentioned that Bobby Massey and some of the Cardinals were thrown off because of the crowd noise from 49ers fans on Sunday.
Because Super Snake was just saying.
Yeah, I know, and as almost a lifelong Arizona resident, that's one thing that drives me nuts. There's so many people who move to Arizona, bring their sports loyalties, and it doesn't matter who the Cardinals play or the Suns or whoever, there's always so many visiting fans there. And Bruce Arians said that there's too many visiting fans at our stadium, too many opposing fans buying tickets.
So people are talking about that from yesterday? The
Bruce
Niners fans in the
Bruce Arians brought it up at his press conference.
Really?
Yeah. And he actually mentioned it on Sunday as well.
What did they have to cheer about? There wasn't a moment in the game except for that one touchdown.
Yeah.
But they interrupted.
They said it threw Bobby Massey off the snap count and all that. So
no kidding.
Yeah.
That's what Arians said today. That's really interesting.
My guess is a lot of the 49er fans in the stands had either Larry Fitzgerald or Carson Palmer on their fantasy team.
You know what, though? If you think about Arians, that's more of a subtle dig at Massey, if you think about it. If you are distracted by the visiting team crowd, and he's mentioning that at the press conference, I think that's a subtle reference to Massey. Hey, wake up, dude. Seriously.
Arians said he wished the team didn't have to use a silent count at home. That's just, to me, that's just an interesting
But
statement.
there's nothing you could do about it, right? Because you can't say that the Cardinals aren't making enough noise. They clearly are. And somehow these other fans are getting their hands on tickets. They're buying them, they're getting them, and they're getting to the building. So,
it's just a fact of life out in Arizona.
I don't think you see it from
St.
St.
quick
Louis.
flight away.
The 49ers have fans all over the country.
Yeah.
I mean, they really do. They have a
The
national
Seahawks have
following.
new fans all over the country.
Oh, well,
that's
that's going to be a problem for that Seattle game. But that's not till later in the year.
Right.
Yeah.
The last
San
game.
Francisco as a whole, though, as a market, they travel well.
Oh, it's
not just the Niners,
Well, they have
the Giants.
They have a great history too. The 49ers are one of the most prestigious franchises in the NFL.
Yes.
I don't see it being an issue this week, though. I don't see St. Louis having fans here. Really don't.
Not really. I don't think so either. Guys, we want to hear from you again. 602-685-3017. ABC15. You got anything else on Twitter? Anyone talking?
Well, let's talk about what some people are saying on Facebook as far as are the Cardinals
Okay.
the best team in the NFL? If that's something you want to go into right now. Here's some thoughts from Facebook. And actually, guys, I heard Facebook's actually down right now, but fortunately, I grabbed some of these before it went down. So
Facebook, the site
it's
is down.
Yeah, or at least it was as of a few
How
minutes
is the
ago.
world not
I don't know.
imploded?
They're all on Twitter right now, probably. But here's a few that I grabbed, fortunately, before the catastrophe. Dennis Garcia on Facebook says, if Carson Palmer stays healthy, no question, this is the best all-around team in the NFL. Got another one from someone who disagrees slightly, from a Mr. Looks like Jaime Jalapeno. That's the Facebook name, Jaime Jalapeno. Better teams.
Solid name.
Better teams, Patriots and Packers. Cards are best in their division so far, the best in the NFL. Come on, ABC15, go home, you're drunk.
We're not drunk. We may be at a brewery, folks, but
They
we're
don't- they
not
don't- they
drunk.
don't let
Okay,
us
so
drink
what was
right
that
now.
comment?
He said he thinks the Patriots and the Packers are better teams right now. The Cardinals are the best in the division, but in the NFC, the Packers are better. In the entire NFL, the Patriots are better.
Patriots offense is very good. There's no question. But they played the Jaguars yesterday, who might be the worst team in the NFL.
Right.
On our website, got a Michael Lucero said, I'm a Dolphins fan, and I hate to say this, but the Patriots are the best team in the NFL. They're clicking on all cylinders.
You could make that same argument for the Cardinals as far as on all cylinders, but yeah, I'd say the best team in the NFL, yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. You can make an argument for it, but best team in the NFC, I think they've got a handle on that after
Well,
week 3.
if someone wants to say the Cardinals are the best team in the NFC, you can't say that they're nuts. I mean, they are
Right.
3-0. They are in the argument. Who's better? Green Bay? That's what people are saying. Green Bay goes tonight, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And here's a counter
fun to watch.
argument from Dave Williams on Facebook. I don't care who you play. Their defense is one of the best in the league. Palmer's 12-2 as a starter at home. And for people who are saying that the Patriots are better, the Cardinals beat New England and Boston a couple seasons ago, which I don't.
Oh, yeah, throw that
Yeah.
one out.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with anything.
It was a solid comment till the last line.
Oh well. I still
See
think
what
it's all-
Arians' home record is? 15-3 since he's been here.
And this one, I like this one on Facebook from Steven Sinqua. I apologize again if I butcher your last name.
It's tough.
Best team in the NFC West, the Cardinals are, but like BA said, it's too early in the season to start walking around like our blank don't stink.
It's
Well,
true.
number one, you can say whatever you want. It's not going to change the outcome of next week's game. It's like people are so we can't give them too much credit. Who cares? We're
Yeah.
3 weeks in it. Let's just base it off what we've seen so far
We're
after
allowed-
3 games.
We're allowed to
Pretty
give them
impressive.
credit. Even if they're not allowed to take care, we're allowed to give them
We
credit.
sure can. We're allowed to. Speaking of the NFC West, guys, let's talk about that for a little bit. Best in the division, there's no arguing about that. Cards 3-0. All the rest, the other 3, 1-2.
Only team in the NFL right now with a 2-game lead in the division. Yeah.
Right.
You know, the Seahawks are clearly different now than they were a week ago. Cam Chancellor's back.
Yeah.
Don't
And they
discount
got
them.
Jimmy Graham involved yesterday. I don't know, long term. Maybe they threw him a bone yesterday, right? Because he was complaining.
Right.
He was freaking out the fact that he wasn't getting any touches. I'm not seeing the magic with Seattle this year. I'm really not. I'm seeing them at 9-7, maybe 10-6. Really, it's just impossible. Like I said earlier in the show, you have to have so much luck, that goes into being
Yeah,
a great
that's
team
true.
and things falling into place, and you can't expect that to happen 3 years in a row, especially when your key players are now getting paid. They're different players now. Russell Wilson is different. He's not that hungry guy making $600,000 a year ago.
Well, here's the thing, though. If the Seahawks go 9-7 or 10-6, that might get them into the playoffs. And do you want to face a Seahawks team that sneaks into the playoffs?
Well, at home, I'm not that afraid of Seattle. If they were to play them in Glendale, if they had to
Arizona?
go to Seattle, that's a different story.
Yeah.
That's why stockpiling these wins right now
Agreed.
is so important against
Big time.
inferior competition, because you want to do anything you can to get home field advantage at the end of the year. That's what it's all about.
Here's the thing, Tom. They've shown that they are beatable, yes, but this season we haven't seen that they're beatable with Cam. So with Cam Chancellor back, who knows?
But Jason, I put so little into yesterday's game with Jimmy Clausen playing for the Bears.
Right, but I'm saying we can't jump to conclusions
Yeah,
yet that
yeah.
this Seattle team won't hit their stride now that their defensive leader is back.
I think the Seahawks report card is incomplete right now. I think that's how you have to judge
What's
it.
that?
I think the Seahawks report card is incomplete.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's
I
just
think
too early.
I think you can grade them yet.
Yeah, it's too
Just
early.
my opinion.
Similar last year. Remember, Seattle got off to a very slow start, and then they came out here and they just steamrolled the Cardinals. I'm not feeling it with Seattle this year. I'm not feeling that special vibe from them.
I hope you're right.
Someone needs to get you to Starbucks, my friend. All right, last 5 minutes of the show. It is time for next week's breakdown and predictions. What do you see from the Rams? They got Todd Gurley back.
First of all, last week, Zenner, he said
that's
he's
right.
the only one who predicted the blowout last week, and he wasn't, and he even was conservative with that, 36-13.
I'm feeling really good, and I'm not feeling real good about the fact that you had to wait this long in the show to give me my proper kudos.
Look, Shane had to wait till the final 5 minutes last week. I'm the only one who hasn't won yet.
You're due.
I am due.
Pressure's on.
Maybe this is the week. Well, congratulations,
Thanks, guys.
Tom.
Well, Tom, do you want to take the luxury of going last here, or do you want to go first?
I really think I should be able to go last.
That
Size
sounds-
up your guys' picks, and then I'm going to come in.
I don't even know yet.
First of all, let's talk about St. Louis overall. What do you see from them? Shane?
Well, they were started last game on fire. I'll tell you that. They set their own field on fire, and then they got started 20 minutes late, and they couldn't get anything going on offense. Nick Foles, their quarterback, bear down, but he didn't do so well. Didn't do so well on Sunday. Their offense just hasn't gotten going yet. Their defense, though, is a little scary. I would say the Rams' defense is the best the Cardinals will face to date, which maybe isn't saying that much, but they limited the Steelers on Sunday to 12 points. Part of that was because Ben Roethlisberger was out, but still, the Cardinals defense. I don't think the Cardinals are going to put up as many points on the Rams as they have in the first 3 weeks.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think. I think St. Louis's defense is, like he said, it's a great point, that it probably is the most challenging defense they've seen in the first 4 weeks of the season. But I do see them pulling it out, get the score prediction.
I just don't see the Rams going toe-to-toe with the Cardinals. And then I see there's always a chance for a punt return, a kickoff return, a fumble recovery. I mean, the way the Cardinals are putting points on the board defensively and in special teams, I could see this thing getting out of hand. The Cardinals have a week to throw something at Foles that he's never seen before. And I just don't think he's ready for this. I don't think he's got the weapons. Cardinals playing at home, give him about 40% more energy, and just great things happen in that stadium. So I think on paper, the Rams always match up because of that defensive front, and they do have Gurley now.
Yeah.
But I just think over 60
while,
minutes, I think this is it's going to go in the Cardinals' favor.
As far as scores, Cardinals 27, Rams 14. How's that?
Oh, mine's so close. 27-17.
I wasn't looking, I promise.
I got to
Wasn't looking.
cover my paper.
27.
I
said
see
27-14?
14.
I was sitting in the press box yesterday thinking, we got the show tomorrow. I wish I would have said the Cardinals would have scored more points when we made the prediction last week, the way they made it look so easy. I'm going to say this one gets out of hand again. It's going to be 39-6 Cardinals over the Rams on Sunday.
39-6. Another blowout.
So they'll be under their 42-point average.
Yeah. We're all predicting less than 40. They're averaging 42 a game. We'll see.
Well, guys, this is going to wrap up our time here in the Tempe Four Peaks Brewing Company. And if you guys want to come out, we will be here next week, but they are doing brewery tours, which, of course, have you guys ever done a brewery tour?
I have not.
I have done way too many for my own good. Have you done a brewery tour?
Never.
Man, it's really fun. We just spoke to Four Peaks. They're doing them, and they are legit. Next week, we're going to be at the Scottsdale location, breaking down what hopefully will be another Cardinals blowout. It's going to be great. Have you guys enjoyed your time here in Tempe?
It's been great. I want to thank everybody here for making us feel welcome. It's been a fun place to do a show. Great vibe here.
All they've
Got
done
the
is win
music in
since
the
we've been here.
background.
All they've done is win. Well, hopefully you'll keep it up in Scottsdale.
Yeah, I'm not feeling great about shifting locations. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
The Cardinals should almost demand that we stay here another few weeks.
Well, guys, again, brewery tours here at Four Peaks Brewing Company. And you know what? Throw this number in your cell phone, please. 602-685-3017. We want to hear from you. Again, this webcast isn't about us. We're going to give our analysis, but we want you to send in your pictures, your game day pictures. We're going to have a competition for the biggest Cardinal fan in Bird Nation. But yeah, guys, and also use the hashtag ABC15 cards. And again, good time here in Tempe, the Four Peaks Brewing Company. We'll see you next week right here at Four Peaks Brewing Company, but in Scottsdale. Thanks for joining us, guys. Go Cards. Let's hope for another win. Guys, good job.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Thanks for watching this week's Cardinals Countdown, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Check out the powerful Ford F-150 at sandersonford.com.